asemaba na sawochi konkoya na trase asemaba na sawochi konkoya na trase asemaba
ebibi man ye from nyina ebra Kwame Nkrumah osadefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ejira simpie no so na wo ba na numu na wo kopa mu ka se sabre na oman Ghana ba bedai na di ade a che wiase afa na nyina se wo di tumi hye bibini nsama ono ankasa tumi ye na ade efie pinie efie diosi atue nie ye guso a ye busa ne se da bai na saade na Kwame Nkrumah kan no ebebem fi se was ye man Ghana baby a yeti ene baby a ye gina sabre ye da so dan obroni se obroni enye sika endidi ama bia nka yensa nka bi eba ne san ye duru ha eba ne san na da bia ye pesika e wo se ekogire broni kon so wono so wone man a wachekere wono so ni tebe amufoto ana ya na wo boaboa no etibu bi ede maye etiche wo se broni didi ansa na yesu yensa ka bia di ana wabra ye wo koko wabra ye wo timba wabra ye wo adomata dia hodua ebetima boa mo maybe ejina yie etumpon how ade tira sabre wo man Ghana mabunu no dodo ampaibo ene se wo mbekwa akwotira obi ma so anese fo okọ adokota fo okọ acheche fo okọ ensantwe fo okọ obi apeso odwane free man mu ha ede na asie wo man mu ha okọ bi asie eba ne se ne aduru ha ede ne yanka nche bra na wo mu petumi afiri ho se omo di omo ba ba ye sika sem ntoto ani ye se de be ya ye beda ye ho so eba ne se na sa ebotaye anasa sa ni so de huni eba ne se na amem na no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kane mampanyi a wo se na ba kane mampanyi Ghana for dodo na ase wona ni omani da so ko global info analytics omo post omo ye Kwahwe national security obu post ahodo a wo maye His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo eni masama mi kan se Ghana fo akoma esa ko John Mahama ho fi so mu nim no ma wo ye eno ma wo girama o mu kasa ya ro ba kasa obedwam nyina politics be catch nukura ni nie they know research ahodo o maye ni nyina da di pefe se Ghana fo akoma ko John Mahama ho nienti o makoma ko John Mahama ho no wodan na di na no ya na watwa wie ya wa bra kasache dwumadie bi na ekoso e wo Canada na bra so se opanyi bi babusa no question fa eye Ghana fo de yo Ghana fo mo ankasa yo made ayeye no wo Ghana ene ne wo sa ban ne ye e de support to sa de no enfoto ho ne bia wo maye ene kantanka wo ye ka na say and His Excellency John Mahama ka tie we yanko.
The things that bothers much is that we have a great man of God in Ghana, Emeritus Apostle Kojo Safo, who has been using even a tebuterium, an anthill, to develop a car engine. He has been developing cars and a whole lot of things, and even giving some of the cars to government officials and the police to use it and see how effective it is. We have seen that so many governments has come and gone, and currently there is no any good impact from capital investment for his side, and the youth also need training to
the Apostle Kojo Safo. You know, when you say God gave you a vision and you took an anthill and built an engine, I mean, no bank will give you money. You get my point. To build a car, you must build a car. You need metal foundries, you must make the engine, you must get the pistons, you must do this. Or, I mean, if it's an electric car, you must do the circuitry and all that. It's all science-based, you know. And so, I was in the first government of Rawlings, and I remember that is when a delegation was sent to see how he can be helped, you know. But he told us it's divine, you know, and I mean, there's no way. If it's divine, then God will give the capital to do it. You get my point? So we couldn't get proof of what really to help him with. But his son has taken over the business. And his son says it's an assembly plant. We're importing the components and we're building the vehicles. And so government has started to buy Kantanka cars. I mean, I've seen the police service using several of his pickups and things like that. And so I think that is a first step. And once, I mean, we know that it's an assembly plant, and several assembly plants are coming up. You know, Japan Motors has built an assembly plant. There's an assembly plant for assembling big trucks, dump trucks, and so on and so forth. So his is one of several that are operating, and government is trying to put in the facilities that will help them, because we have a big used car market.
Used car market. As a big used car market, no. And no, I'm not for baby accommodate. But you see, as somebody call His Excellency John Mahama Kanya, a check baby was a gun echo. And in your car say, Anka or no a car no qua, Anka buying and shall send to talk to Sarkas Libby. Any cars now, yes, ye manufacture or my Ghana. Because on my Ghana buying any the biggest spender in the economy. It is a one I the biggest spender in the economy. Now what I talk cars every man on the bar. Better than I was sick and your hata. But say yenya a crime yabada or nasa quenya biaba. Nasa yes, cars be war my Ghana. I didn't think I won't talk baby. Now we need any move. Sadabaya, Saquino Subabi. Na cars na ye to Totowano. Nebuanin to be my form. Nasika do na yana ye pia de quaman no. As one tier. And this is not the first time opposition leader John Mahama actually not doing one woman when in Susium ya a bit to a boamo mino etiva conkain. Nano is your year found a month for a year framantem a bra ye be a coso modami. Wako brand wakasa now watch a month for raining in ano. Not in so draw eba because that is what government should do. But in the case of a Kufuado Baumia administration, a debia diabetibia, a diabetibia yet scandal bako. As I say, diaba obia eka wasem, any amount from poa, omuwa bemwa, womu die in a dise chronobo, e koswa bemu, Professor Frimpom Watting, a year Professor Stephen Adaya, and then Roads and Highways Minister say, Sa a year trouble at Tiana, wabaka wasem say e koso. Within the Roads and Highways Commission, Roads and Highways Ministry, because you're the contractor man for now man for Etiomosheno. I yes, Yoko and Yemuno. Now some year wabecame. A man for dream my own precase. Ebusa say, hey, eti yena koso entina, ye kabi mami kabi a memory, yentivian for so every home. And to talk less or talk more about your institutions. I was so motivated deep wire. Now also mutimi ya norma and the boy ya home buying. Yan kasam for your court home. And I'm for Gidia or court on some abba from a dear Namana Bassa. Baby Maquam Wafre, no much of my drink, and a min casapi. May Maquam Wafre, no much of my drink. A bad woman, and what's a year the wire home, same puntunuma, ning other form. And a typical example, and in your medical bride born Nozia Permun Wono. And I may just say, can it BBC presenter Bendo Chemalo? Nanwa woko Kumasi, one word in any ego hubi. Bendo Chemalo ayana one time kasa, and I'm your huninti, when Timan can and one tomb, body batuja. You're batuja, and mamma saying yin chow, nehe, a yeka take a quine. Ah, a quino edda a ye Kumasi ho. Nasa quino now was a ye generation near the bank, and her baby a copy it away.
This is a real track I am seeing somewhere in Oforito in Kumasi. I have just been told this is the rail line that must run from Kumasi all the way to Ejisu to Accra. And you can just say where I'm standing is now the end of the rail line. People have taken over the place. If you go behind me, if we can turn the camera this way, this is facing Accra. But if you look this way, you are going to see that the rail line ends here. This is the rail line from Kumasi that should be going to Accra. How did we get here?
we get here? Government of the people, by the people, for the people. That is democracy. Eti aban no ho maye. Aban no ye wombi. Aban no ne botai ne yenhye no edi boaye. Where are the policies? Free SHS, Kojoto, Cocoa Board, Kojoto, Bost, Kojoto, Tema Oil Refinery, Kojoto. Institutions are and then one ma ahodo aya ban ne de ye Ghana Japade a ye begina so e de tumpo ni nyina Kojoto ewu all dead. Railway sector I know you better with the akoniaba na traffic bebreba e won kran entimi mamafo enru adwuma muntem eswatie no Kojoto. And we have a ministry in charge of railway. Your ministry in charge of sanitation. Bola ebunkama faso e won kran Kumase any cracker sia hodwa e wo man mu ha. So what are the benefits of democracy? And every home. Is it the case to say I was here redefine democracy in a way a best you to yang and be before ni ye jai abrofu na chidi a man for a dream is because when ye huri way ni ye huri chronobo patapasama a man for the wudem said a baya ye man for kasa where ye democracy where your wife is out ye try near tata. We are so quiet yet, say, Kuano Pado. Now you far post for mu, and you know a man for yea, a democracy. What is wrong with our democracy? Another question, no, mon frère, Obia Metro Nadrin, and no more by your coincidence, and no more by your blockade. I ate me my Ghana for, yank memo for, yang for Sudia and free a memo panimuno, Momra Metrame. And Yamin Guana Trame, what you have for near her for, I'm more sure free, and we are self for Nana. Your money money to me, hope. What do you Canada Japan? What do you answer my phone the first corner? Check Canada Japan. And or more, yes, or more pray, I paid the baby, our MPP, a manual kumu, and no more, radio. One of the regional chairperson will confront to no say at one time almost is your money in Hong Kong. And Kennedy ya babontin abetre no ma ekwoto wa ban mu sikadie sikawia and one o mahia asem. It is not as if say ono Kennedy no mpo won ka ho bi omo anka say tuma omanu mutuo. And these are the so-called preachers, apostles of democracy. Womunie omuna wa ba mu ba be phone lines no 020-898-4166 obetima frɛ 020-898-4166 frɛ next wadwen o fra mesrɛ dwom wo kasa fidie no ene kasa mfonyi no dwuma no ma me serbe ya enkoma no betima koso toate beto project abandada ye project no abeto toaso a adane boachibidin wa wunsi school dan wa wunsi asupiti aban bi aba ejina Ghana sika kuro ya so o e de asibi wa beto waja asi wo wunso a wunya bi wadane konongo kaya na no mani tria pa se akoso modam yi ebo ma eti ehu behia se e wose ye bie se de be ye so betie Mundi Maya high Mr. Mamisa drone shot no of near course of Romantum. Maya high a bien sway, I'm ensure a bunkama faso, a besan call for Noma, a month for a fear, our messes here. First call about hello morning. Mr. Woodina baby of free. Hello. Emisa and Tenin Cap Minim the Coswo 020-898-4166. Biam Frebi. Frenetra Wadring. ama obi ansi ukwan die na ha ye ka bi mami ka bi amamu wo de se yenya ade bi a eye mfasodi a ekirigye bi ani hu afiri ye ka bi mami ka bi amamu yi a be ka kire me ye kwa ya se asem ni bia sai na sitie ye kwa mrahye badwafi a sai na sitie ye kwa mampanya so ya sai na sitie. Hello morning.
Hello Kwame.
Body na baby afrefree.
We fight a very free for class here, Frank.
Frank, de wa won yin di jama kro mu adepa on.
I would say be a nipa who come ni ya dwen ho a enye wuni ebewu. Ya dwen ho a bi papa wo ye ni mu afa ni si ye hu. Nto ye me enfa no nto ntan ye de amia society party e. Kwame, edwuma de wa ye di na oni mbidi.
Ka kire me.
Professor Ade mu. Afei na ọmụ kasa. Ọmụ hụ die nti na ọmụ kasa. Professor Ade, wote Ghana ha fi titititititi wadi jimpa. Edwuma waye wo jimpa. Ekufu ado aba papa peni mu se bobra enye. Professor Ade mu gu hɔ muntimi nkasa. Enema wo manim gu ase. When we asofo mpanyifo when omo anim gu ase. Professor Mate mu when omo anim gu ase. Now we need baby mami come second topic.
But it
Ekufu ado ba bidi oman yi. Na semu ade edikan e ye rule of law.
That's right.
Rule of law institutions. Obetna akonwa ne so no e de na o ya afa ho. Sika wia kro ne wo eni ne oni ne fiefo na pamfo. Tuma say na show mu trimu no. Me da say password to my friend Yama Kwana obi fu from Somra 0208984166 Francis here. Kwana biama wo ye Ghana ni a wote wo Ghana kabi mami kabi amamwo ya ye womi ye nya so mfaso ebere kufu ado ba ye wone ne dom wone ne ba umia ne Canada Japan ni akoto afri ye mo wo mo ba ye nya bibi afrim. Is a Ghana ni bia soria me kwa ma no no e de na amana basa. Hello. Good morning.
Good evening baby I'm free.
Morning me fine.
Wafa.
Elios.
Hey Elios you talk catch ba fire ni enko.
My place ka fire os me. Mania. Oh your trade center. The way President Mahama started from the Matu Akoso. Up to now, after President Mahama was here, after was the Peruvian President Akufo-Addo guys car was the here. Who do my pap President Mahama ye take a market because the me who that because we for dropping the past station for Kako. The say where a dabe.
Elias metidio kanasio but sabre ya ye womi na nado amamu yimu e de na asesa sa no ma na kane ni ehunu no ye hunu bio e de na asesa
inia wo kasa wo enim se corruption wo Ghana hanu na ko for da ban mu de e abonku se dole ba be gu amafo djuma amafo ba be amafo djuma ba ko nipa be tinasi adana Akufo-Addo maybe I catch an Akufo-Addo any party or Ghana for who I say mo ka again me for voter again pa papa no any pa ko ni
but I say Elias so was wa friend no be che wa dwen e de na ha ye ka bi mami ka bi amamu e de na amaye di hia meanwhile ye tisika so identity ye tisika so na kom da so de ye wa bra ye say ye boss ye tisika so eni hu kwan say kom de ye sika no wai wa mo na tete so sa sika na no ye tetua na sa bere ne ye ka kire say identity ye tetua kom de ye no sika no e wai sa sika na wai me kwa the next caller. Hello morning.
Hello, good morning.
Udina baby I'm free.
Me din de Ben Mr. Water Cropon.
Ben yentio twagum.
Aja aban we dia me se kasa aban ya onje ni pa ho ba ku sie kura na se Akufo-Addo aban. Oh, the two years say it was a misfiyan ukona na bus market yani. Ati papa na John Mahama, e papa John Mahama aye. So akese abota me say one block I am tunka ho. Say the papa John Mahama Ghana ho no. Na da ho. Say the nim Nigeria you know ko e ko pe Dubai ne South Africa ba bi tratra na de eba ne de you say bit matra man mu bi mpo dia
me da say ono so on ba bi ode na ni a kire say na beba de anya yan kwai Ye mabunu nurse for kama a ma fefe mema animonyam for be a call. Go and look at the various embassies and high commissions in Accra. Correct something there. A man for 2. Now, say, would you, when you had that job, and conform for him, the kind of prayer topic, hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Body na baby of free.
But your friend was friend. Because your friend was agro.
Mini a fire and call.
Mother, see, I'm away. I am on it. Yeah. I am your person who knew me, who knew.
Hey, for fraud.
So I have sharing. Mother, if you are one word in game, just Obin come you. John Dramani Mahama Abaya. Why have him for Crambono? Why airport Amataman is here to every Kamalacomabia. Young guy who am Markra, to see how your mamma, Katie, your answer so go for you by you move where I see change. Anna, I want my Jim. And the other may need to go. Oh, because you have your mamma, so I am back. So say, yeah, I give security to the for there. Yeah, the system, everything. Yeah, me, everything, but me have corner. Amano, also, I say, Omoko.
There be Omoko. There be Omoko Hoko. Medasa Francis, South Wafre. Bakubi Zuaba. Now, Obi, minister, Mampenya Pow. Sika put away, a woofie. Ama wabuafo abewia de o mewia anya sika ni nyina o sika ni bi na de kakra no mpo ma bewia no de boodi no bi ayam sese no say dollars euros and no ma say na good damn anya sika kura bia mpo ne damn de na tre obi mahama peso obi so ndai say wonya sa sika ni bia say no de ba de na to no hello morning kafra ma hwere memo gina so ache inform so for me 0208984166. Hello, morning.
Morning, design.
Yamina Dharma, Udin and Baby of free.
But you can free of your swab for a friend of champion.
A champion in you.
Miss Lower said the Omoticon, young Pinsino, and this young Pinsino, Omokai, mistake at the only year a financial at 2. A mass answering now, but one not to one. I think I am Kobata. Omokon discuss I give me to a black time I ever tell and a deal so thanks for your base. I sat there for no. It's more quarter now. Because over the Omo, only autonomous arm with the Omo.
Yes.
I didn't see a more quiet. Now, one more I can hold the what independent to come to go over time. When you see the Biamani Farm control, what to go and just only see one more court, Biarino, and your man the book I put for him to no, this is out of. But what if I went down with a local street? And that's a bar. Only a chase uncle for that's your mean too.
Medase. Medase. Dear Papaya Bossy. And then dear Doctor Nyahonya Hotamaklo Kaino. It's Yabe for Doctor Nyahonya Hotamaklo. A baby I won't answer a war back from 2025. Say Ghana for system because Sana Ghana for person here. What was the same now back? Na krono bo bebrebe ya akoso ketasese ne pro ya akoso krono a ye bo Ghana for apo a ye bo Ghana for se wanye wadwen se obema akuntabu asi a Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo say wo beba be ne tamfo kase pa on the papa ikan and not just him amafo mafre nyina they all talk and then it ends at a place obi ahwehwe accountability under a human rights lawyer Nana Akufo-Addo there is no accountability adentira. Next caller. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
We didn't have a free.
But you're fair because I feel
what I ain't you?
Well, I'm on board for the opening. And put your crowd over pretty much. She never so. Now, Mama, I want to be a mood small. You might do Mamma, I know much I now go and I mean, I say. Yes, the guy didn't be Uber boys to get near the money. The guy is star. You didn't say this time around there, I have been part of the business. The business talk about the field. Medase.
Baby, I drink your son was here. Yes, it's a man. Can't we am 1 year better. Yes, it's a one prior way 1 year better. Yes, it's a more chronobo way 1 year better. When we can pay mental sabe. Yes, it's a one. Say ya no mind bear. No, say ya coso ya man of force ana. O my dream baba so no man who be a 2 minute free bar. Ya coso near so almost wa and no mutrimu yomo da in 2020 Nanka was here to the boom. Nanka ba for who say 2 minute free ya whatever. 2024 yan to the boom. Pianya na adwen ye. Ya mane da tinti. Ya mano wo mu da tinti. Yes, some because baby a ye kwai ye ka say ye to akoso akoni say ya amna donko mu ne beda eba ne say na Ghana ye wosika kwakwa ne Japade ahodo we nyina ene ka mene ye ama no ne ama ahodo wo mu hunu se Ghana eba na obi adwane asrefo no na eba no wo mu kankan bi wo mu na eba no obi adwane free enchai eba ne say pay that to GDP amamu ni sika nyina no wo ye se wo chichemu a efa kese no in fact sika ye won nyina ye ka ani sika ye pese ye benya sika ye adwensi ye pese ye nya ni nyina daka so why and these are nkofo no more opposition wo mo sika na sika sam toto ye no na ya tete kwa sika sam na ye gorgeous by sika sam entoto ye no mo no ba no wo mo the modern economy na eba modern economy na nie become yentia Russia and Ukraine become yentia COVID-19 become here Israel and Palestine talk. Clueless government. Clueless. Woman in Shanwa Drobia. Dear His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Wakafa Cecilia da Pasam, and he was very careful. But Nyasa Pobi wom Tiaway.
A minister reported to the police that domestic helps had stolen millions of dollars from the bedroom, and the question is why would you have that kind of money in your bedroom? But it's a case that is before the courts, and so as a political leader I should be very careful about how to comment on it. But it raises squarely the issue of corruption. The thing is, corruption would occur even in the most advanced democracies. I mean, today we're looking at US and talking about Senator Menendez, the head of the Foreign Relations Committee, and they found evidence that he accepted monies from a foreign government to influence policy. And so it will happen, but the difference is that in the US the FBI has gotten involved. He's under investigation, very serious investigations. That is the difference. In our context, corruption occurs. There will be interference in the anti-corruption agencies. There will be attempts to obstruct them from investigating. There are people who even defend the person who has, been involved in corruption, and that's the difference. The culture, the fight against corruption, first and foremost, is about the political will to fight it. It will occur. But when it occurs, you must let the agencies that deal with corruption go ahead and do their job. That's it. And sometimes in our context, when you do that, then it's even used as evidence of corruption against your government. I had several cases investigated. For instance, there was this youth program, JIDA, and there were accusations and allegations of corruption in JIDA. So when I came, I set up a commission of inquiry, and we found a lot of malfeasance. And I said, publish the report and let everybody see, the malfeasance that was found. Oh, then my political opponents took it. And you see, we said he's a corrupt person. The government is corrupt, and of course, it was used as a baton to hit us on the heads. But I mean, there are several cases that we investigated from that JIDA report. My own colleague, who I was in parliament with, we put him before trial. He was sentenced. He went to jail. I felt sad, but I mean, we had to let the process work. And with what has happened, I mean, Ghanaians are expectant, and it can't be business as usual. And so I tell my colleagues, I said, look, if we go into government again and we win, Ghanaians are not going to tolerate this business as usual. We must make a change. And so as a leader, the anti-corruption agencies will work. And if they catch you, there's nothing that I as president can do to save you. You know, you have to face the music. So everybody must, you know, work selflessly and make sure that they give their best.
Yes. Experience like Kasano. And so with His Excellency John Mahama Kasana. What can be very significant. Was it not pencil? Ebra na wo mo dan ketasese ne proye ehun samadi na wo mo di hu dwuma no na omo so omo opposition ne omo wa ban mu no no matam o say si e kan se ketasese ne proye adokro mo so dokro mo a oh mo tirim nyansa o wa dwe wo mo tirim ye di ade ne hu dwuma no nya se watena so e clear nkofo no ade ne ba no no di bi tum jeda de yi. In fact, Ford Escalade ye ba ye na at mid the press na one and central for cassette chemu no a jama institutions so munya hwehwemu and for mama ne bo emetuja wa bro mo yo mo hwehwebu no President Mahama then one ma bontain and kase minister institution nya na dwuma wie no na me hu so nsa abrobe. He never did that. And Adonija wo hwe ye Facebook live. I will say, yen changing your fa wimrano. Adansidiano na media chow no. Adoni, would you Adonija and you who have grass because so got your crew gruma. Adonija is a who or diano, a bit of woodiano. Sabra near Pastor Solomon back, na yabachi Israel ye, na Israel, a tumpono, na Donija, and a more Donija. And a bit of a sassuno, and a Yamunche dear mother to Tomoso. Sassuni been what done a dino. Adonija. What's one editor? Oh, no, man, cause we're memoir. Eti President Mahama, Bokoko. Say, why I say, I buy Nebano, or what the Humba Group, and what Katas Proyamuno. Institutions where Yajuma, to say you're not Yajuma, and what not pencil. No, you're so good, yeah, and yet, when you say, come out, Nientia, Sadia Yajuma Sabre, and they say, I conta mining, yet they say, what would a forest reserve? To get them say na a year forest commission na minerals commission be kan wasama man panyi be gina simpie so e clear akonta fisa akonta ye na akonta found ye kwaso Professor from Bob Waten ye soma no e ma no do e ye galanse mu asuko de honsam ene amanebo e be tudwa e be top president anim was no Attorney General so Attorney General say and some ya dia bay hata mintimi nya ho hwe on dia kwaso kwasi Peter Canadian no Martin Amidu e dia no mo de ye no wadwane wokọ special prosecutor we hwe the way o tata no Cecilia Dapa de ye abey and ya dapatwa I say titibo kunko tinko eno na ekoso Domelevo Daniel Domelevo Auditor General wa ye na adwen se wo di dwuma wo wura ketasese de proyemu e die na see ye. So how do you call this a democracy? How? Tonton Sansan ye di Abraham anopai Adonija to wo for what kono ko kenkan fa Adonija wo twa konkron mu sa sunu bi na wo dan na di no man dwini say ye changing yam fa wamra in the face of nokre wabra ye de nokra to anim wan kasa wani tua nokre then you are living in self denial eputu nyuma ben ye hu odoma ama penso suku asupiti akwan maka eputu nyuma ben ye hu what your mama person yet say minister be sika bebrebe gu ni de mama na boafo akwawia what your mama person what is say Martin Amidu so Martin Pebu lead crusade say na say ye hunu sika ministers dem no ye nsa say mie kwan na ye ma ye bambo kuo enwura ministers dem ye nkwa say sika ngu omu dem a na sa adwen no wa amafo trim and your mama and ye de na sa adwen no abanko fo trim. And that your mama, what is a minister be when yes, Kama, Abrosama, what you go with the polytank. And that your mama, what be bizarre. I don't need that. Sawadrote. Satira. Now, baby, a gun of when you bria, your passia cono, and yet, and quit a brother would you know. Yendia brepa say what's up my tumpong. I want my children to have a better life, not in somebody's country, but in my own country. Yenina ya pese ya ma enya better life. Ewa yankasa ye memu. Say ye tiye memu, ye ji ye tuo, ye jina ye dimu, ebo bosia, nanso sikani nyina, ye nya so mfaso adai. Na de muni mani to me, my ye to me, for my ye to me. As to me ye de mama, she see. And yet to be one grown na do kwadi wo framantemi. And I want to have a mama grandma. Want to have a mama grandma. I don't need that. Nani kroma. Nani mama. So na Solomon mra. Dwabo Ase Power 97.9 and a TV XYZ. You Tonton Sansan and your diabram wa kukodro kwaso. More fire. Star 274 hash. Koswana daily. Star 274 hash. Wabra ye kasa ye twuma adwen esi no ma bone so ye sika sem ntoto ya enkwa ye so na ye so ye tu anamon a ye beboa na amafo afiri sa hawo yi mu anamonto ni binie ene mensa aka promo yi mesi daily star 274 hash star 274 hash serbe ya won sabeka mame Benjamin Asuman wabra na wodi nunu ya suma kire de ne ebesi ewo University of Ghana wabra eye atemwa for panyi eba bekasa otemwani panyi eba bekasa waye kabi mami kabi amamu esai any here see what's your boy your ho ban tie Benjamin Asuman solid Ghana
achena dwumedie no ne titri pa ne se ye behwe se Ghana ye democracy no ye koye nim no ye bɔ ho ban ama etutura sɛm a yatete wɔ amanone no ebi ambeka Ghana se ye behwe Africa ha emfe beye miensa ntemnie ye tutu democracy aban bi egugu sa asɛm no ninjina so bi enen nyen ɔkyena eba betudwe a yakokofa Justice William Atuguba his lordship ono na ɔkyena ɔbɛkasa na ɔbɛkasa afa judiciary a yɛwɔ Ghana ha se ne 1992 constitution no embra no ɛyɛ kyekyere judiciary se na judiciary no betumi amatenten ye ne pɛpɛye aye edwuma wɔ man ni mu ama timemfo ne nya gidie ɛwɔ court emu nya gidie wɔ court mu oni se yeto aban ma timodin ni nipa bonfo mpo na so bedi o man no so a ontumi mfa timemfo no omo fa hudie ne ne eso koma omo ontumi mfa tuto ase ana ontuto ne form esanse so yesa timemfo no bɛkɔ court omo kɔ court a omenya ajadefo ama omo die omo asema ma omo ma ama nkunumdie abatimemfo no eso enu nti no se wo ho no ma aban bi ntumi nyiwedi agye se wayɛ mfomso wo ho no mo a waketu esa wo saka abantu imfa de sanka esanse ese unya wasomdwe na oye nipa ondan aban no nemu abana se obetumi ebu aten peprepe
on fire Benjamin Asuman no solid Ghana executive director and none of pay 11:30 she woto je si adioyo Atuguba ba kasa afa kwan a ye befa so ne aboye kabi mami kabi amamuo ho ban titiriu e ba tamtani a ye betima ye amena gina poti na so aba mfa so e di amaye pa hwi ye